Good afternoon, everyone. This is Bremster, and today I'm coming to you with a puzzle called Pac-Man by Blobs. Now, when this puzzle entered my queue, and apparently CTC did it almost immediately. Now, that's not related. It was just Blobs had mentioned this in my Discord channel, and it was submitted to my queue, and then CTC just happened to do it that day. And there were a few people saying, maybe you shouldn't do it or anything. I don't care. I don't care if this has been done on another channel. I don't care if this has been seen before. I wanted to solve the puzzle, but it was said, I'll just leave it for a couple of months. So I have. It was 4 months ago or something they did it. Now, you may have seen this puzzle before. That's fine. But I wanted to solve it. People said leave. I don't know. I just want to solve the puzzle. And if you're interested, say, oh, Bremster today has released a puzzle that I've seen before. Well, check out one of the other many. I've done over 1,500 puzzles on this channel. Look for one of the other ones. I've released another puzzle today that you may not have seen. Have a look at that one. So, but yeah, I wanted to solve Pac-Man by Blobs. So I'm going to solve, or try and solve, Pac-Man by Blobs. So what have we got? We've got normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, now it can be hard to see these lines, but it is just normal Sudoku. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. The ghosts, Blinky, Pinky, Inky, and Clyde. So these are, I think it's Blinky, Pinky, Inky, and Clyde, I think, a set of the digits 1 through 4. So these are 1 through 3, 4 without repeats, and then white dots separate consecutive digits. That's what we've got. I'm going to restart this the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. It was stated in the submission that all of the other stuff is just to make this look like a Pac-Man grid. All that matters are the white dots and the ghosts. Everything else completely not relevant, including Pac-Man himself here. So we do know that these are 1, 2, 3, and 4. And these, I'll mark them in, let's do blue. Actually, I'm not going to bother. They're pretty heavily marked anyway. Those cannot repeat digits. So we've got 2 here. So this must be 1 or 3. We've got 4 here. So this must be 3 or 5. 3 here. So this must be 2 or 4. Okay. So where are we going to go? Because there's a lot of chains of digits here. And so, for example, in this box, where do we put 2? We can't put 2 up here, I don't think. Is 2 down here? If 2 was here, this would go 3, 4. Because we couldn't go down to 1. So we couldn't put 2 here because we just can't. So the question is, can 2 be up here? And I don't think it can be. 2 couldn't go here because this would have to be surrounded by 1 and 3, and 1 is here. So 2 could potentially go here. But if 2 was here, this would go 2, then it'd have to go up because it can't go down 3, 4, 5. But if this is 2, 3, 4, those would both be 1. So 2 is not up here, 2 is down here. Now 2 can't be in the middle here because these would have to be 1 and 3. So it's at one end, and this can't be a 1, so this is a 3. 3 is surrounded by 2 and 4. There you go. Now that, and this is also 2 or 4, but these mean that 3 is in one of those. So this, but 3 can't be here, because if this is 3, these are 2 and 4. So 3 isn't in the middle. So if 3 is here, these are from 2 or 4. If these are here, these are 2 and 4, and that doesn't work. 3 is, whoops, let's undo that. 3 isn't here, 3, because 3 here would make both of those 2 and 4, and that would break that cell. This is the 3. These are 2 and 4. And this goes either 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, which doesn't work. So, well, hang on, no, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6 could work. But this couldn't be 2, because if this is 2, this would be 1 and 0. This is 4, this is 3, 4, this can't go back to 3, this is 5, this can't go down to 4, this is 6. But this could be 2 or 4. But this 4 makes this the 2, which makes this the 4. The 4 makes this the 2, which makes this the 4. This is 3, 2, 1. The 4 makes this the 2. There is no 2 here. There's no 1 or 4 here. is cool. It's not been super hard so far, but it's cool. So 4 is down here, but it's not in the middle. Ooh, have I been forgetting these middle boxes? I don't think so. These are 1, 7, 8, 9. Now, 1 isn't consecutive with either 7, 8, or 9, so 1 is down here. But if this was 9, 8, 7, 6 would be fine. 7, 8, 9 doesn't work. This can't be a 7. 8, 7, 6, 5 could work. So this is 9, 8, 7, 6 or 8, 7, 6, 5. Because when you've got long chains, you can't swap directions unless you've got something like this where the digits don't see each other. So this can't be a 9. Wait a minute, so this has to be a 9. No, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 or 8, 7, 6, 5, 9. And one of those is 9. Keep forgetting these black digits. Well, not black digits, but these areas that seem to be separated from the grid, but they're not. So I can't put 1 on here. And I can't put 1 on this dot. Because if I put 1 on any dot, it's 1, 2, and I don't have 2 available. This is the 1. So 1 is up here. So this is the 3. 7 must be on here. 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9. So 7 must be on here. But 7 must be up here. So 7 is in one of these two. But this couldn't be the 7, could it? 7, 6, 5 would break that. 7, 8, 9 could actually work. Because if this is 7, 8, 9, this is 7, 6, 5, 8. Yeah, that could work. But is it that run of 5? Oh, there's no 1 here now. There was never a 3. Oh, there's no 3 here now. So is it these? Because 1 is in one of those two. 1 is up here. I get the feeling I'm missing something with these ghosts. Sorry, I find the shape of the grid very distracting. But that's part of it. Four is in one of these two. So 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9. They all seem possible. This is the longest chain. Now I can't put 4 in here. So this is 5, 6, 8, 9. I can't put 7 in here. This can't be 9, because if this is 9, oh no, this could be 9. Because this could be 9, 8, this could be 8, 9, 8, 7, 6. So this could actually be a 9. 5, 6, 8, 9. 3 is making that 5. So there's no 5 here. This can't be a 1. So 1 is in one of those two. Where's 1 in this column? That was the question. I can't put 1 in any of those. 1 can't go here. 1 can't go here because this would be 1, 2, 3. So 1 is in one of those two. So now 1 is down here. But 1 here would make this 2, which might work. 1 here doesn't work because these would be 0 and 2. That doesn't work. 1 might be able to be here. Five, 4, 3, 2. Well, this can't. Right, this can't go down because I can't put 4. Right, 4 is in one of those two by Sudoku. So if this is 5, this is 6, 7. There's definitely something going on here, and I don't quite grok. I mean, this puzzle was featured on CTC, so I'm assuming it's a little bit trickier than I'm giving it credit for. But I am finding these very thick lines very tricky to follow. Like, 1 is up here. 1 is in one of those two. If this is 7, 6, 5, that doesn't work, but 7, 8, 9 does. So what can this be? It could be 4, 5 with this being 6, I think. And this could be 7, 8, 9. I am finding this really tricky. This is either 5, 6 or 8, 9. So this is 5, 6, 7 or 7, 8, 9. Is that true? This can't be 6 now because this wouldn't be consecutive with anything because I can't make this 5. So this can't be 6. So this is 6. But if this is 5, 6, 7, it's a 6 in the middle. And if it's 7, 8, 9, it's an 8 in the middle. So this is either 5, 7 or 7, 9. I keep coming back to this, wondering if I can do anything with it. Well, there's no 4 here. So 4 is in one of those two. Does that do anything? Like, I can see 1 is in one of those two. So that could never be a 1. So 1 is in one of those two. Because if I put 1 here, there's no 1 in any of the ghosts. That's kind of interesting. So if this is 6, 5, this couldn't go down to 4. So it'd be 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. If this is 9, 8, this couldn't be 9 again because these couldn't be the same. So it'd be 9, 8, 7, 6 because I couldn't go back up to 8, 5. Oh, it couldn't be that because of the 5 here. So if this is 9, 8, I'm broken because I can't go 9, 8, 9, 8. So it'd be 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and that's broken. This can't be 9. So this can't be 8. So if this is 8, 9, this would be 8, 7, 6. This is always a 7. So this isn't a 7. This is a 7. That's what I didn't see. That is very clever. 5 is now always... Oh, no, 5 is not always in one of those. But the 7 here, this can't go 6, 5 because that would break that cell. So this does go 8, 9. That makes this the 7, which makes this the 6, this the 5, and that makes this the 8 and this the 9. That's very clever. These are 1, 2, and 4. Now, this can't be a 1 because then I wouldn't put a 1 in either of the ghosts. This is 5. This is, therefore, 6. This is 6. And this is 8. this is a 4. So these, well, the 5 comes out of those. These are 7 and 9, so this is 8. And these are 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. That is incredibly clever. I like the way this line works. It just took me a while to wrap my head around it. I definitely find the cosmetics on this grid quite disconcerting, but that's part of the puzzle. 1, 7, 9. And as long as the puzzle isn't so diabolically hard that you... sorry, I meant to remove 1 from there because of the 1 pencil mark. Can't be 1, 2, 3. That would break this. As long as the puzzle's not so diabolically hard that you're having to spend too much time wrapping your head around it while you're doing that, it's while you're trying to figure it out. If the puzzle isn't being so diabolically hard that the distraction is meaning I can't solve it. Anyway, so these are 1 and 9, which looks now making this 7. This can't go 7, 6 because of that. So this is 7, 8, 9. That removes 7, 8, 9 from there. This is the 1. So 1, 7, 8 makes this 9. That's all that's left in the column. The 1 makes this the 3, which makes this the 2. That makes this the 4, and this the 1. And that just comes together. 3 comes out of this. So as soon as I got this 7, 8, 9, these all resolved. And that's fine. That's really clean. So this is, no, this is a triple actually. 1, 2, 3, 5. There's no 4 there, of course. Now there's no 5 there. This is 2 or 3, but there's a triple in this column, which is 1, 2, 3. There's no 3 here. So 3 is on this dot, and if 3 is on this dot, it has to be 3, 2. 3 and 1 are not consecutive. So there's no 1 there. That's the 1. This is a 2, 3. 5 is here. Oh, the 2, 3 makes that the 5. And the 2 makes that the 3, that the 2, that the 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, and 6. The 6 is making that the 2 and that the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There must be a 5 on this because that's just the way it works. So this is 4 or 6. The 6 makes that the 4, taking 4 out of there. That's a 5, 6 pair. This is sweet. I do find it a little hard to see. Scanning this is harder than normal. 5, 7, and 8 go into those. There's no 5 there. So this is also 5, 7, or 8, but there's no 5 there. That makes sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9 go into those. There's no 5 there. So 5 is in one of those two. Let's use the 4 to resolve the 2 and the 4. Every time I hit one of these black lines, it breaks my vertical scanning. 4 is therefore in one of those two. And if you didn't know where the Sudoku boxes were by default, that these were default regions, you would be very out of luck. Very out of luck. 1, 7, 8, 9. There's no 1 there. So 6 is in one of these two. So you can't even see what I've got selected. So what's this? It must have an even digit on it, which is 6 or 8. If it's 6, this is 6, 7, because I couldn't do 5, 6. And if it's 8, it can't be 7, 8, so it'd be 8, 9. So that's a 3? Can't put a 3 on there. Yeah, that's a 3. Because I can't put a 2 or a 4 on this white dot. That's a 3, taking 3 out of there, making that a 3. There's no 8 there. So it's either 6, 7, or 8, 9. So if that's not an 8, that's not a 9. There's no 8 there. I haven't got a 2 in this column. That is a 2. Oh, given 4. Yeah, scanning this is really hard. There's no 5 there. The 7, 8 makes that the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 and 9 go into those. Ah, the 1 looks down saying that's not the 1. So the 1 in this box is there, which makes that the 9 and that the 1. That takes 9 out of there. So this can't be the 8, because if this was... Yeah, if there was an 8 here, this would be 8, 7, because there's no 9 on it, and that would be broken. This is 6, 7. That's the 8. Actually, let me run back and confirm that, because that felt right. There's no 9 here. If this is 8, 7, that is broken. That's not the 8. This is 6, 7. There's no 7 there. There's no 6 here. This is 5, 9. This is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are 7 and 8. The 8 is looking down, making that the 7 and that the 8. The 7 is looking up, making that the 9 and that the 7. The 7 looks down, making that the 6 and that the 7. The 6 makes that the 5 and that the 6. The 5 makes that the 9 and that the 5. The 9 makes that the 6. This is not the 6. The 7 makes that the 8. There's no 8 here. These are 7 and 9, and, well, the 7 makes that the 9, so that's the 7. The 9 makes that the 1 and that the 9. The 5 looks down, making that the 6 and that the 5, and the 7 looks down, making that the 8 and that the 7. That is the correct solution. 6,000 solves. I'm not surprised. As I said, it was nearly half a year ago that this was featured on CTC, I think. But I enjoyed the puzzle. Yeah, I don't know how I would have set this any different. I don't think I possibly would have made these grey lines a little bit thinner and a little bit more transparent, just to make it clear, a little bit easier to scan, but maybe not. I think it's okay. If the puzzle had been, as I said, if this had been like a 4-star puzzle, I think that might have been a problem, but this is easy enough that it was just something that you had to contend with, and that's fine. It was cool. I like that one. Thanks, Blobs. And as I said, if you're upset that I featured a puzzle that has been seen on another channel, tough. As I said, there's nearly 2,000 other videos on my channel. Pick one of them. Thanks everyone for watching, and as always, good luck with your solving.